In this video, we are going to be going over proportions and scale drawings. But before we get into that, we do need to look at some vocabulary. So a scale model or scale drawing is where the lengths are proportional to the object it represents, and that ratio or proportion is called the scale of the model or the drawing. Example here, we got two triangles here. They are similar because all of the angles match up. We only need two on triangles to show similarity. So we are going to start by writing and then solving a proportion. So we can go this way on the proportion, x plus 2 and then 40 here. So we're looking at the small side versus the big side. So small side to big side is going to be x plus 2 over 40 equals, and then small side to big side here, 18 to 30. So we're not going to be using this 36 over here because the side that it goes to, we don't have a measurement for. So we do know we got to use the 18 and the 30, and that goes with the x plus 2 and the 40. Now, another possible proportion would be looking at it this way. Go short side to short side, right there, and then big side to big side right there as well. So when we write our proportions, we want to be matching up corresponding sides. So now for solving, we do want to go ahead and reduce first because that's going to make our work a heck of a lot easier. So after we've reduced 18 over 30, so that's a remove a factor of 6 or divide out a 6 from both the numerator and denominator, now we can cross multiply, then we'll solve. So here we go, cross multiply. We have x plus 2 times 5. Now this multiplication is going to be distributive style, that x plus 2, both terms are being multiplied by 5. So that one gets parentheses, and then that's going to equal 40 times 3 is 120. Now, some people are going to solve it by using the distributive property first. Looks like that. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 2 makes 10. Boom, right there. And now it's just a two-step equation. Subtract 10 and then divide by 5. So subtract 10 makes 110. And then divide by 5 there. And that's going to make 22 for the length of x. So, or the value of x. So the actual length would be 24. Another way of doing this, look at here, we have this whole left-hand side is being multiplied by 5. So we can unmultiply by 5 or divide by 5 to both sides, and that might shorten up some of our work if we decide to do it that way. And then after we divide by 5, subtract 2 to both sides, and we get 22 either way. So this example here where we got the two overlapping triangles, we got a small triangle and then a big triangle. In math, that shows up where we have situations like this where we have a tall thing and it's causing a shadow that matches with a small thing here. So we have a small triangle, which is similar to a bigger triangle here. So that's where we'll see it. Now for this one here, we're just going to write the proportion. We assume you already know how to solve them. There'll be a link up here if you need help solving proportions. So pause the video, write one, and then come on back, see how you did. So for this one here, we do want to make sure that we got our proportion set up here. So we got a ratio equals another ratio. Lots of ways of doing this. So we could start with 35, that's the short leg there, and that goes to 40 on the big leg. So we're looking at the small triangle here. We're doing short leg to big leg on the small triangle. And now for the big triangle, we're going to do the same thing. Short leg to big leg, short leg to big leg here. So that's a way of setting it up. There's another way here, and this one here goes short leg to short leg. So 35 to 63, short leg to short leg, equals big leg to big leg. So 40 to x, big leg on the small triangle to big leg on the big triangle. Now, just for your information, there are 8 different correct proportions that you can write for this one question. Conversely, there's also 8 different wrong proportions to set here. So you do want to make sure that your thinking is correct where you're matching up corresponding sides. So for this example here, we're just going to set up a proportion. So go ahead and pause the video, set up your proportion, and then come on back. So setting up a proportion here, we do have a small triangle here and a big triangle here. And for setting up the proportion, right, we want our two equal ratios. And then we can do 36 here. So on this one here, if we look, we can go like this is the big. Well, actually, it's the medium side of the triangle, and then here's the short side of the triangle here. So we're doing medium side to short side on the small triangle. Now, if we look at the big triangle here, we have the medium side, 63, to the short side there, that's going to be x. So for this proportion here, you can be thinking medium side to short side, small triangle is this ratio, and then for this ratio, it's on the big triangle, medium side to short side. Now, again, there's going to be 8 different ones. Here's another one here. We can do medium side to medium side. So that's 36 to 63. If you're dyslexic, this is a nightmare. So here we go. We got medium side to medium side, and then we'll do short side to short side. So 20 to x there. So medium side to medium side, short side to short side, small triangle, and then big triangle. And like I said, there's 8 different correct ways of writing a correct proportion, and there's 8 different wrong ways of doing it. So you do want to make sure that you're matching up those corresponding sides. So here we have a map, and I know this is a lost skill because we got Google Maps on our phones or Apple Maps if you got the iPhone there. So this is kind of an old school example, but here we go. Let's get into it. So when we are looking at a map, all the maps have a key on them right here. It's also in words for this question here. So when we go to find the actual distance between Nashville to Memphis, we need to set up our initial ratio. So that's from the key or from words here. So here's our initial ratio. It's going to be ½ an inch to 45 miles. And again, that information is also here, 0.5 inches to 45 miles. So after we've set up our initial ratio, we do need to measure the inches on the map. So here we put a ruler on the map here. So we're going from Memphis right here in the corner to Nashville right here where that star is. And that's going to be 2 inches and then a little bit more to get to Nashville there. So if you still struggle with reading a ruler, here we go. The longest one that's in between is half. And then the medium sized tick marks there, those are going to be quarters. And then the smallest ones on this one are going to be eighths. So this star here is right at a quarter mark. So it's going to be 1, 2, and a quarter for the length of the ruler from Memphis to Nashville on the map. So now we set up the other side of the proportion. So our inches go on top. We have 0.5 inches to miles. So we're going to do inches to miles on the other ratio. So that's going to be 2 1/4 inches. And then we're trying to find the actual distance in miles there. So now that we've set up our proportion, it's just cross multiply and solve. So you can change this to decimals if you want. These numbers, they're kind of awkward to deal with, and so you're probably just going to end up using a calculator. Generally speaking, 1/4 is easier to do 0.25 in a calculator than it is 1/4, so I recommend changing it to a decimal. And then 45 times 2.25 and then divided by 0.5 there. And so there's 101.25 and then divided by 5. So Memphis to Nashville is going to be 202.5 miles. Right, so here we're going to be doing a scale drawing of the Parthenon. So there's a picture of the Parthenon there. So our scale is going to be 1 centimeter to 4 meters. So this is the drawing amount versus the actual amount there. Now the actual length of the Parthenon is 68 meters, says so right here. So how long is the drawing? So we're going to set up an initial ratio, same as the last one there. So we're going to do 1 centimeter to 4 meters. So it's centimeters to meters on our initial ratio. So for our proportion, we're also going to do centimeters to meters. So we're trying to figure out how many centimeters it is. How long is the drawing? So we're going to do x centimeters. So centimeters to meters, it says right here, 68 meters. So that goes there. So now that we've set up our proportion, now it's just cross, multiply, and solve. So we're doing 1 times 68, and that's going to equal 4 times x. So divide by 4 and you get 17 centimeters for your drawing. So the strategy is going to be the same on all of these scale drawings or maps or whatever it might be, models that you do. Set up a proportion. So you have your initial ratio that gives you that what the ratio is between the fake one and the real one. And then do the other side. So there's your proportion. One ratio equals another one. And then cross multiply and solve to get if you're looking for the actual amount, you can cross multiply and solve like we did on the map. Or if you're looking for the scale drawing, then that's what you'd be solving for there.